Hey everyone, this is part 2 of the Donnie Smith Bike Show. I got a lot of footage this year. There may even be a part 3, I'm not sure, but at the end of the video I'll let you know if there's a part 3 or not. But let's get started by having Pete welcome you to...
Welcome to the 2023 Donnie Smith Bike Show.
Today we're going to start out looking at a beautifully restored 1947 Knucklehead. Now, as all of you know, the Knucklehead engine revolutionized how motorcycles were made going forward. It was a real game changer in the motorcycle world. We can all look back to the Knucklehead and thank God they existed, because it really changed how motorcycles were done and are still being done today. And that is a beautiful example of a black and chrome one. Now here we're into the performance baggers. I don't know a lot about performance baggers. They have the king of the baggers racing. I find that to be quite amusing and very cool. It's just amazing to me what people come up with, what they can do with these machines. The ideas people have to come up with this stuff is just incredible. It's exceptional in my book. Now here's the King Nothing bike. I remember seeing this last year. And for being King Nothing, it really is a lot of something. Very cool. Very exceptional. Now here's a bike I really liked. I'm not a big fan of yellow typically, but when it's done in a way that I find appealing, I find it very appealing. And this bike hits all those notes for me. I love the yellow paint job with the flames here. It's really well done. It's tastefully done. It doesn't explode in your face, but it definitely makes a statement. And the ape hangers, I think, really help it out. Now, here's a bike with black and red, and that's why I liked it. I love black and red, so I had to show it. Now, this bike I find to be unique and kind of cool in its way. That paint job on the tank is definitely something that stands out. And the green with the gray, it's not color combos I'm used to seeing. It's pretty cool. A lot of work went into this bike, and I can appreciate that. It's pretty cool. But here's a bike that really makes me jump up and down for joy. I like this bike. This is a 2009 Road King. If you look on the back, there's a little leprechaun on there mooning you. Basically what that says to me is, if you're riding up on this person and you can see it, you're too damn close, back the hell off. At least that's how I perceive it. It's a nice little touch because, it's green. But this bike harkens back to an earlier era of Harley Davidson in my book. It's a real nod to, say, the 1950s. The white wall tires, the styling. It's just exceptionally cool in my book. And I do love a Road King, so I really appreciated that bike. Now here's a 2013 Deluxe, and this bike is a simple customization job in my book. It's not overly apparent, meaning that it's just tastefully done, white wall tires, lots of chrome, very stylish, but that's what's great about Harley Davidson, Indian, cruisers in general. You can make them be what you want them to be. They all scream, make me into something that you absolutely love. And whoever owns this bike did just that. Exceptional. Now here's a bike that blew my mind. This is a 1955 Panhead. And I didn't even notice the engine in it right away because the color was so striking. The design was so striking. The frame was so striking. But it's obviously a Panhead. You can obviously see that. But the color on this bike is not showing well here. It's really not. It's shiny, but it's deep. It's subtle, but it's very vibrant. Excellent job. If you're going to leave a comment about a bike, tell me what you think of this one. Tell me that you love it, because I really feel that you should. But tell me what you think regardless. Now here's an original condition 1947 Knucklehead. Original condition. This bike has aged. This is what it would look like today. This is what it does look like today after all those years. And it's still going strong. To me, that's the height of customization, is restoring an original condition motorcycle. And this is done by Wild Turkey Customs. I appreciate this kind of thing because I love history. And this has it all right there for you to see. All its history is right in front of you. You can see the battles it's gone through, all the roads it's taken. Every mile put on it. Beautiful. Now that's a 1950 panhead. Another panhead today. An original condition panhead. Now if you were to put a gun to my head and pick knucklehead or panhead, I probably would pick panhead, but you might have to shoot me before I could make a decision. I mean, it's close, but I really do love a panhead, and that pipe right there, I just love that. It's unique to me. And the saddlebags look really good on this bike. Really good. The seat is cool. The windshield's nice. The gauges are traditional and awesome, analog. Everything on that bike's mechanical, of course. You can keep on fixing it and keep on fixing it. You don't have to worry about electronic stuff. Here's another panhead, orange, with some black traditional Harley colors. You got the side shifter there. Pretty cool. Again, did I mention it was a panhead? And I really love the panhead. It's just another beautiful example of a machine from that era. I think that might have said 1948 panhead. But anyways, really nice looking bike. The seat I find particularly attractive. I love those style of seats. They look big and comfy. I don't know if they are exactly. Maybe they are. Let me know in the comments if you know, if you've ridden one. But again, this was done by Wild Turkey Customs. Maybe I'll leave their address on the screen there. And this is another panhead. This one's owned by one of the Wild Turkey Customs guys, and he said it was a little bit more polished because it's his ride and that's the way he wants it. That's cool, and it looks great. It harkens back to that era. It's obviously well maintained and well cared for and well loved. You can still see that it has been through the battles too. Very well done. Now here's the showstopper bike of the day. This is a 2013 XL Sportster, a 1200. Now this is a horror bike, I would call it, and personally I love horror. We all have a dark side. I tend to embrace mine, so I am very attracted to this bike, but mainly I'm attracted to it because this couple went through all this trouble to put all these fine details into it, to make it their own. And I will say this a million times about Sportsters, they are the most customizable machine out there. You can build these from the ground up. Excellent job, folks. Really love that bike. Now this one is a 2001 Kawasaki Nomad. It's not a Harley or an Indian, but obviously you don't need one. You can take any cruiser and customize it to whatever you want it to be. Now this is a home style shovel head, a 93-inch shovel head. There's some information at the end. I think the person here did an excellent job. The paint job is crazy awesome. I love the loudness and the subtlety of it all at once. It's both things at the same time. And that's a really difficult thing to do artistically. This person did an excellent job. And the fact that it's a shovel head is even better because the sound of the shovel head, to me, is the best music ever made. I really love the sound of a shovel head idling. There's no better sound in the world in my book. Now this is a 2011 Softail. It's called the Mexa bike. Don't take it for rainbows because it's not. If you've ever been to Mexico, you know they use a lot of vibrant colors in their artwork and their home decor. They have a very colorful palette for that kind of thing, and this really speaks to that. It definitely speaks to a certain type of personality. A lot of love and attention went into this motorcycle. That in and of itself makes it pretty damn cool. A lot of work was done here. Somebody really loves this motorcycle. That's awesome in and of itself. Very cool. Moving on, maybe at some point. Oh, here we go, to the 2017 Street Glide. Now, my friend Pete owns a 2018 Street Glide. He calls it Jolene. Well, his wife calls it Jolene for the Dolly Parton song. If you don't know the song, listen to it. You'll understand the story. But since they both love this bike so much, I'm going to name this Scary Jolene as kind of a nod to them and as kind of an in-joke to us. But this bike is no joke. It's awesome. But I think that will make them laugh, calling that one Scary Jolene. Scary Jolene in a great way. Now, this is a Softail Slim. One of my favorite bikes to ride is a Softail Slim. I think they handle exceptionally well, and somebody really went and customized the hell out of that. Very cool. Now, this is a Road King. I want to say a 2010 Road King. Very unique. I don't remember ever seeing a fairing on a Road King like that. Maybe that's something Harley Davidson did, but it's not something I would normally look for on a Road King, but it's pretty cool. A lot of work done to that. Now, this is a pink bike. I'm a man, I'm not ever riding a pink bike, but whoever did this did an awesome job just the same. I hate to say it, but I think this would be a girl's bike. But, you know, each to their own, of course. I really don't have any problem with people and their preferences or whatever they do. That's their business. Excellent job nonetheless. No matter what it was intended for, a lot of style and artistry went into it. And this one's called the Infidel. This bike is just odd looking. I'm not saying that's bad, it's just really different. So I had to kind of capture it here for you. Tell me what you think about that bike. And we're going to finish today with an actual Donnie Smith bike. This bike, as I will show, says Donnie Smith on the tank. Very tastefully done, simple but elegant. It's definitely the kind of thing I really like. But I have a lot more footage. Next week, we'll probably go over choppers a lot and look at the custom choppers in the world, since that's been such a big part of the motorcycle community for such a long time. We need to take a look at those this year. But anyways, this has been The Codger. I want to remind all bikers to ride safe and keep the shiny side up. I want to remind everyone else to live their best life. And I want to remind everyone, please thank a veteran or active service member for their service. They have definitely earned your respect and gratitude. Have a great one.
Man, what bike do I ride? The Fat Boy? Or the Lowrider? I don't really know. Probably the Fat Boy. The Lowrider's a lot of fun, but I'll tell you what you can do. You can like, comment, and subscribe, and share, while I try to decide which one I'm going to ride. It's the best problem to have.